We'll discover how simple everyday foods can transform your circulation, boost your energy, and help you feel vibrant again. As we age, our bodies change, and yes, that includes intimate aspects of our health. But here's what most people don't realize. The foundation of vitality lies in something surprisingly simple: your circulation. Your heart pumps blood through thousands of miles of vessels every single day. When that system works efficiently, everything else follows. Your energy levels soar. Your mind feels sharper and your confidence returns. The foods we'll explore today aren't exotic supplements or expensive treatments. They're natural powerhouses sitting right in your local grocery store. Think about the last time you felt truly energetic. When climbing stairs didn't leave you winded. When you woke up feeling refreshed instead of tired. That vitality is still within reach. And it starts with understanding how blood flow impacts every aspect of your well-being. Poor circulation doesn't just affect one area. It's like a domino effect throughout your entire body. The beauty of focusing on circulation is that improvements happen relatively quickly. Within weeks of making dietary changes, many men notice increased stamina, better sleep, and improved mental clarity. Your body wants to heal and perform optimally. It just needs the right fuel to make that happen. What's fascinating is how interconnected our systems are. When you support your cardiovascular health, you're simultaneously supporting your brain function, muscle recovery, and yes, your intimate health too. This isn't about quick fixes or miracle cures. It's about giving your body the nutrients it craves to function at its best. I remember talking to a friend who's 72, and he told me something profound. He said the difference between feeling old and feeling vital isn't age. It's circulation. When his blood flows well, he feels like he's 50 again. When it doesn't, every year shows. That conversation changed how I think about aging and health. The foods we're about to discuss work by supporting nitric oxide production, reducing inflammation, and strengthening blood vessel walls. These aren't just buzzwords. They're the biological processes that determine whether you feel energetic or exhausted, confident or frustrated. Let me share something that might surprise you. Many circulation problems that men attribute to aging are actually nutritional deficiencies in disguise. Your body is incredibly resilient and responsive. Feed it right, and it responds with renewed vigor. The transformation can be remarkable, and it starts with your very next meal. So grab a comfortable seat, maybe a notepad, because over the next few minutes, we're going to explore 9 powerful foods that could change how you feel every single day. These aren't complicated recipes or hard-to-find ingredients. They're simple, delicious options that can easily become part of your regular routine. Before we dive in, I want you to think about one thing. What would it mean to you to feel 20 years younger? What would you do with that energy, that confidence, that vitality? Keep that vision in mind as we explore these circulation-boosting foods. Let's begin this journey together. Comment below what motivates you most about improving your health. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more life-changing content. Let's start with a vegetable that might surprise you, the humble beet. Now, I know what you're thinking. Beets taste like dirt, right? But stick with me. Because this ruby red root is about to become your circulation's best friend. What makes beets so special isn't their earthy flavor. It's what happens inside your body when you eat them. Beets are absolutely packed with natural nitrates, and here's where the magic happens. When you consume these nitrates, your body performs an incredible transformation, converting them into nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as nature's traffic controller for your blood vessels. It signals your arteries to relax and widen, creating superhighways for blood flow throughout your body. I've seen men in their 60s who started drinking just half a cup of beetroot juice daily, and within 3 weeks, they reported feeling more energetic during their morning walks. Their blood pressure readings improved, and they found themselves less winded during physical activities. One gentleman told me he felt like someone had turned up the volume on his entire life. The research behind beets is absolutely fascinating. Studies show that beetroot juice can lower blood pressure by up to 10 points within just a few hours of consumption. But the benefits go far beyond numbers on a monitor. Improved circulation means better oxygen delivery to every cell in your body, including your brain, muscles, and yes, everywhere else that matters. What I love about beets is their versatility. You don't have to choke down a glass of dirt-tasting juice every day. Try roasting fresh beets with olive oil and herbs. They become sweet and tender. Add them to salads for a colorful crunch, or blend them into smoothies with apples and ginger. The natural sugars in beets actually make them quite pleasant when prepared properly. For those who prefer convenience, beetroot powder is an excellent option. You can mix it into yogurt, sprinkle it on oatmeal, or blend it into your morning protein shake. The key is consistency. Your body responds best to regular, sustained nitrate intake rather than occasional large doses. Here's something most people don't know. The nitrate content in beets is highest when they're consumed raw or lightly cooked. Overcooking destroys many of the beneficial compounds. So if you're roasting beets, keep them slightly firm, not mushy. Your circulation system will thank you for the extra nutrients. I remember meeting a retired construction worker who was skeptical about vegetables, helping his energy levels. He'd always been a meat and potatoes guy. But after his doctor suggested adding beets to his diet, he decided to try roasted beet slices with his dinner. 3 months later, he was back to working on home projects that he'd given up on years earlier. The beautiful thing about beets is that they work synergistically with exercise. The improved blood flow helps deliver oxygen more efficiently to your muscles, which means better endurance and faster recovery. Men who combine beetroot consumption with regular walking often report feeling stronger and more capable within weeks. One practical tip: if you're new to beets, start small. Half a small beet or a few ounces of juice daily is plenty to begin with. Your body needs time to adjust to the increased nitrate intake. Gradually increase as your system adapts. Also, don't be alarmed if your urine turns slightly pink. That's completely normal and harmless. The cost-effectiveness of beets makes them accessible to everyone. Fresh beets are inexpensive year-round, and they store well in your refrigerator for weeks. Compare that to expensive supplements or treatments, and you're looking at pennies per day for significant health benefits. It's one of the best investments you can make in your circulation and overall vitality. If beets are the traffic controllers of circulation, then leafy greens are the maintenance crew, working around the clock to keep your arterial highways clean and functional. We're talking about spinach, kale, arugula, Swiss chard, and all those beautiful green vegetables that your mother probably told you to eat. Turns out she was absolutely right, but for reasons she probably never imagined. These vibrant greens are nutritional powerhouses loaded with magnesium, potassium, and those same circulation-boosting nitrates we discussed with beets. But here's what makes leafy greens special. They don't just support blood flow. They actively work to reduce arterial stiffness. Think of your arteries like garden hoses over time. They can become rigid and less flexible. Leafy greens help maintain that essential flexibility. I've witnessed remarkable transformations in men who simply added a large handful of greens to their daily routine. One client, a retired teacher in his late 60s, started blending spinach into his morning smoothie. He couldn't taste it with the fruit, but within a month, his energy levels had noticeably improved. His afternoon fatigue disappeared, and he found himself staying active well into the evening. The magnesium in leafy greens is particularly important for men over 60. This mineral acts like a natural calcium channel blocker, helping your blood vessels relax and reducing blood pressure. Many older adults are unknowingly deficient in magnesium, and this deficiency directly impacts circulation. Adding greens to your diet is one of the most effective ways to correct this imbalance. Potassium works hand in hand with magnesium to regulate blood pressure and maintain healthy fluid balance throughout your body. The combination creates an environment where blood flows more easily, reducing the workload on your heart. It's like upgrading from a struggling old engine to a smooth, efficient motor. Here's a practical approach that works for many men. Start your day with greens. Add a handful of spinach to your morning eggs. It wilts down to almost nothing and adds no flavor. Blend kale into a fruit smoothie. The sweetness masks any bitterness. Or simply have a side salad with lunch and dinner. The key is making it effortless and automatic. What surprises many people is how quickly they notice improvements. Unlike some health changes that take months to manifest, better circulation from leafy greens often shows results within weeks. Men report feeling more alert, having better stamina during physical activities, and experiencing improved mood and mental clarity. The versatility of leafy greens makes them easy to incorporate into any eating style. Love Italian food? Add spinach to your pasta sauce. Enjoy Mexican flavors? Throw some greens into your morning burrito. Prefer simple meals? A basic salad with olive oil and lemon is perfect. There's no wrong way to eat more greens. I always tell people to think of leafy greens as edible medicine. Each bite delivers nutrients that directly support your cardiovascular system. The folate helps produce healthy red blood cells, The antioxidants protect against inflammation, and the fiber helps manage cholesterol levels. It's a complete circulation support system in plant form. One concern I hear frequently is about taste. Many men associate greens with bland, bitter experiences from childhood. But here's the secret. Younger greens are milder and more palatable. Baby spinach is almost sweet, young kale is tender, and arugula adds a pleasant, peppery bite. Start with milder varieties and gradually expand your palate. For those who travel frequently or have busy schedules, pre-washed bagged greens are perfectly fine. The convenience factor often means the difference between eating greens regularly or not at all. Frozen spinach is another excellent option, especially for smoothies and cooked dishes. The nutritional value remains high, and it's always available. Here's a practical challenge. Try to eat leafy greens twice a day for the next 2 weeks. Notice how you feel, your energy levels, your sleep quality, your overall sense of well-being. Most men are amazed at the difference such a simple change can make. Your circulation system has been waiting for this nutritional support, and it responds quickly when you provide it. Now let's talk about a fruit that's been revered for thousands of years, the pomegranate. This ruby-jeweled fruit isn't just beautiful to look at. It's a circulation powerhouse that works in ways that might surprise you. While many fruits offer health benefits, pomegranate stands in a category of its own. When it comes to supporting blood flow and arterial health, the magic of pomegranate lies in its incredibly high concentration of antioxidants, specifically compounds called polyphenols. These aren't just any antioxidants. They're specialized molecules that directly target the health of your blood vessel walls. Think of them as protective shields that guard your arteries against damage while simultaneously improving their function. Research has shown some truly impressive results with pomegranate consumption. In one study, men who drank 8 ounces of pomegranate juice daily experienced measurable improvements in blood vessel function within just 4 weeks. Their arteries became more responsive and flexible, allowing for better blood flow throughout their entire circulatory system. What fascinates me about pomegranate is how it works on multiple levels simultaneously. First, it supports nitric oxide production, just like our previously discussed foods, but it also reduces inflammation in blood vessel walls, helps prevent the formation of arterial plaque, and even supports the repair of damaged blood vessels. It's like having a complete cardiovascular maintenance team in a glass. I remember speaking with a cardiologist who told me something that stuck with me. He said that if he could get his patients to make just one dietary change, it would be adding pomegranate juice to their daily routine. The cardiovascular benefits are that significant and that well documented. This isn't alternative medicine. This is mainstream cardiovascular science. The practical challenge with pomegranate is choosing the right product. Many commercial pomegranate juices are loaded with added sugars and diluted with other fruit juices. You want pure 100% pomegranate juice with no added ingredients. Yes, it's more expensive than regular fruit juice, but think of it as an investment in your circulation rather than just a beverage. For those who prefer whole fruit, fresh pomegranate seeds are absolutely delicious and provide fiber along with all those beneficial compounds. The seeds add a delightful crunch to salads, yogurt, or oatmeal. Some men find the ritual of opening a fresh pomegranate and extracting the seeds to be meditative and satisfying. Here's a practical tip that works well for many people. Drink 4 ounces of pure pomegranate juice with breakfast and another 4 ounces with dinner. This spreads the antioxidant intake throughout the day and helps maintain steady levels of beneficial compounds in your bloodstream. Consistency is more important than quantity when it comes to pomegranate's benefits. The taste of pure pomegranate juice can be quite tart, which some people find challenging at first. If that's the case for you, try diluting it with a small amount of water or mixing it with a milder juice like apple. As your palate adjusts, you can gradually increase the concentration. Many men find they actually grow to love the bold, complex flavor. What's particularly encouraging about pomegranate research is how it specifically benefits older adults. The antioxidant compounds seem to be especially effective at protecting against age-related cardiovascular changes. It's as if pomegranate helps turn back the clock on arterial aging, helping your blood vessels function more like they did when you were younger. One aspect that often gets overlooked is pomegranate's impact on exercise performance. Better circulation means more efficient oxygen delivery to muscles, which translates to improved endurance and faster recovery. Men who add pomegranate to their routine often find they can exercise longer and feel less fatigued afterward. The anti-inflammatory effects of pomegranate extend beyond just circulation. Chronic inflammation is increasingly recognized as a major factor in many age-related health issues. By reducing systemic inflammation, pomegranate supports not just cardiovascular health, but overall vitality and well-being. If cost is a concern, remember that you're looking at roughly the price of a cup of coffee per day for significant cardiovascular benefits. Compare that to the cost of medications or treatments for circulation problems, and pomegranate juice becomes an incredibly cost-effective investment in your health and quality of life. Let's dive into the ocean of health benefits that come from fatty fish, nature's most concentrated source of omega-3 fatty acids. We're talking about salmon, sardines, mackerel, anchovies, and herring. Fish that might not win beauty contests but are absolute champions when it comes to supporting your circulation and overall cardiovascular health. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential fats, meaning your body needs them but cannot produce them on its own. You must get them from food, and there's no better source than fatty fish. These remarkable fats work like internal lubricants for your circulatory system, reducing inflammation, preventing blood clots, and keeping your arteries flexible and responsive. Here's what happens when you regularly consume omega-3-rich fish. First, your blood becomes less sticky, flowing more smoothly through your vessels. Second, your artery walls become more flexible, allowing them to expand and contract efficiently with each heartbeat. Third, inflammation throughout your cardiovascular system decreases, reducing the risk of plaque buildup and improving overall circulation. I've seen dramatic improvements in men who commit to eating fatty fish twice a week. One client, a retired mechanic, started having salmon every Tuesday and sardines every Friday. Within 6 weeks, his blood pressure had dropped significantly. His energy levels increased, and he reported feeling more mentally sharp. His doctor was impressed with his improved cardiovascular markers. The research on omega-3s and circulation is extensive and compelling. Studies consistently show that regular fish consumption reduces triglycerides, lowers blood pressure, decreases inflammation, and improves overall heart health. For men over 60, these benefits are particularly important as circulation naturally declines with age. Salmon is probably the most popular choice, and for good reason. It's versatile, widely available, and delicious when prepared properly. Wild-caught salmon is preferred over farm-raised, due to higher omega-3 content and fewer contaminants. Grilling, baking, or broiling are the healthiest preparation methods. Avoid deep frying, which destroys the beneficial oils. Sardines often get overlooked, but they're actually one of the most nutritious fish you can eat. They're small, so they don't accumulate toxins like larger fish. They're also incredibly affordable and convenient. Canned sardines are nutritionally equivalent to fresh. Try them on whole grain crackers with a squeeze of lemon. Absolutely delicious and incredibly healthy. Mackerel is another powerhouse fish that's often underappreciated. It has one of the highest omega-3 contents of any fish and a rich, satisfying flavor. Smoked mackerel makes an excellent addition to salads or can be enjoyed on its own with some fresh vegetables. It's like eating cardiovascular medicine that actually tastes great. For those concerned about mercury content, smaller fish like sardines, anchovies, and herring are the safest choices. They're at the bottom of the food chain, so they don't accumulate heavy metals like larger predatory fish. You can eat them several times a week without concern about toxin buildup. The convenience factor is important to consider. Canned fish is just as nutritious as fresh and has a much longer shelf life. Keep cans of salmon, sardines, and mackerel in your pantry for quick, healthy meals. A can of sardines with some vegetables makes a perfect lunch that supports your circulation while keeping you satisfied. If you're not used to eating fish regularly, start slowly. Have 1 serving of fatty fish per week for the first month, then gradually increase to 2 servings. This allows your palate to adjust and helps you find preparation methods you enjoy. The key is making it sustainable rather than forcing yourself to eat foods you don't like. Here's a practical tip that works well. Designate specific days as fish days. Many people find success with salmon Sunday and sardine Saturday, or whatever schedule works for their routine. Having a consistent pattern makes it easier to stick with the habit and ensures you're getting regular omega-3 intake. The anti-inflammatory effects of omega-3s extend far beyond just circulation. These fats support brain health, joint function, and overall cellular repair. Men who eat fatty fish regularly often report improvements in mood, memory, and energy levels, not just cardiovascular benefits. Remember, the goal is 2 servings of fatty fish per week, each serving about the size of your palm. This provides optimal omega-3 intake for cardiovascular health. Combined with the other circulation-supporting foods we've discussed, fatty fish becomes part of a comprehensive approach to maintaining healthy blood flow and overall vitality. Throughout history, garlic has been called many things: a cure-all, nature's antibiotic, and the stinking rose. But today, we're going to explore garlic's remarkable ability to support circulation and cardiovascular health. This humble bulb contains compounds that work almost like a gentle whisper to your blood vessels, encouraging them to relax and function optimally. The star compound in garlic is allicin, which is only created when garlic is crushed or chopped and allowed to sit for about 10 minutes. This brief waiting period allows enzymes to convert inactive compounds into the powerful circulation-supporting allicin. It's a simple step that dramatically increases garlic's health benefits. Yet most people skip it entirely. When you consume garlic regularly, several remarkable things happen in your circulatory system. First, your blood vessels relax and dilate, allowing for improved blood flow. Second, your blood becomes less likely to form dangerous clots. Third, inflammation throughout your cardiovascular system decreases. It's like having a gentle, natural blood thinner that comes with additional health benefits. I've worked with men who were skeptical about garlic's benefits until they experienced them firsthand. One gentleman, a retired postal worker, started adding crushed garlic to his evening meals. Within a month, he noticed his hands and feet weren't cold all the time anymore, a sign that circulation to his extremities had improved significantly. The research on garlic and cardiovascular health is impressive. Studies show that regular garlic consumption can lower blood pressure by an average of 8 to 10 points, reduce cholesterol levels, and improve overall arterial function. For men over 60, these benefits can be particularly significant in maintaining healthy circulation and preventing cardiovascular problems. Raw garlic provides the most potent health benefits, but it can be harsh on the stomach and challenging socially due to the strong odor. Cooked garlic retains many of its beneficial properties, while being much more palatable and easier to digest. The key is using enough to get therapeutic benefits, typically 2 to 3 cloves daily. Here's a practical approach that works well for many people. Prepare your garlic properly by crushing or mincing it and letting it sit for 10 minutes before cooking. This maximizes allicin formation. Then add it to soups, stews, roasted vegetables, or sauces. The cooking process mellows the flavor while preserving much of the circulation-supporting compounds. Garlic supplements are an option for those who can't tolerate fresh garlic, but they're not all created equal. Look for aged garlic extract or supplements that guarantee allicin content. However, whole food sources are generally preferred as they provide the complete spectrum of beneficial compounds that work together synergistically. One concern many people have is garlic breath and body odor. Here are some practical solutions. Eat fresh parsley after consuming garlic. It naturally neutralizes odors. Drink green tea, which contains compounds that help eliminate garlic smell. Or consume garlic with meals rather than on an empty stomach, which reduces the intensity of the odor. The beauty of garlic is its versatility in cooking. Mediterranean cuisines have used garlic for centuries, not just for flavor but for health. Garlic pairs beautifully with olive oil, another circulation-supporting food. Try roasting whole garlic cloves with vegetables. They become sweet and mild while retaining their health benefits. For those who enjoy cooking, making garlic-infused olive oil is an excellent way to incorporate both circulation-supporting foods into your diet. Simply warm olive oil gently with crushed garlic, strain out the solids, and use the infused oil for cooking or salad dressings. It's delicious and incredibly healthy. Here's something interesting about garlic and circulation. The benefits seem to be cumulative. The longer you consume garlic regularly, the more pronounced the cardiovascular benefits become. This isn't a quick fix. It's a long-term investment in your circulatory health that pays dividends over time. The cost-effectiveness of garlic makes it accessible to everyone. A few bulbs of garlic cost less than $1 and can provide health benefits for weeks. Compare that to expensive circulation supplements or medications, and garlic becomes one of the most economical health investments you can make. If you're new to cooking with garlic, start with smaller amounts and gradually increase as your palate adjusts. Remember to crush it and let it sit before cooking to maximize the health benefits. Your circulation system will thank you for this simple but powerful addition to your daily routine. Now here's something that might surprise you. Dark chocolate isn't just a delicious treat. It's actually a circulation-supporting superfood when consumed in the right form and quantity. We're not talking about milk chocolate candy bars loaded with sugar. We're discussing high-quality dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content, nature's most concentrated source of circulation-supporting flavonoids. The magic compounds in dark chocolate are called flavonoids, specifically epicatechin and catechin. These powerful antioxidants directly benefit the endothelium, which is the thin layer of cells lining your blood vessels. Think of the endothelium as the smooth inner surface of your arterial highways. When it's healthy, blood flows effortlessly. When it's damaged or inflamed, circulation suffers dramatically. Research on dark chocolate and circulation has produced some remarkable findings. Studies show that consuming a small amount of high-quality dark chocolate daily can improve blood vessel function within just 2 hours of consumption. The effects are measurable and significant, with improvements in arterial flexibility and blood flow that last for several hours. I remember talking to a cardiologist who told me something fascinating. He said that the flavonoids in dark chocolate work similarly to some blood pressure medications, but through natural pathways. They help blood vessels relax and dilate, reducing resistance and allowing blood to flow more freely throughout the circulatory system. The key to getting health benefits from chocolate is choosing the right type and consuming the right amount. Look for dark chocolate with 70% to 85% cocoa content. The higher the percentage, the more flavonoids it contains, but also the more bitter it becomes. Start with 70% and gradually work up to higher percentages as your taste buds adjust. Portion control is absolutely critical with dark chocolate. The optimal amount for circulation benefits is about ½ ounce to 1 ounce daily, roughly 1 to 2 small squares of a typical dark chocolate bar. This provides therapeutic levels of flavonoids without excessive calories or sugar. More is not better when it comes to chocolate consumption. Quality matters tremendously with dark chocolate. Look for organic, minimally processed chocolate made with simple ingredients: cocoa, cocoa butter, and a small amount of natural sweetener. Avoid chocolates with artificial flavors, preservatives, or excessive sugar. The ingredient list should be short and recognizable. What I find particularly interesting about dark chocolate is its effect on stress levels. Chronic stress is a major contributor to poor circulation, as it causes blood vessels to constrict and increases inflammation throughout the body. Dark chocolate contains compounds that help reduce cortisol levels and promote feelings of calm and well-being. Let's talk about a summer favorite. That's actually a circulation powerhouse in disguise: watermelon. This refreshing fruit contains a remarkable amino acid called citrulline that works almost like a natural circulation enhancer, supporting blood vessel function in ways that might surprise you. While most people think of watermelon as just a sweet treat, it's actually providing serious cardiovascular benefits with every juicy bite. Citrulline is most concentrated in the white rind of watermelon, though the pink flesh contains significant amounts as well. Once you consume citrulline, your body converts it into arginine, another amino acid that serves as a building block for nitric oxide production. Remember, nitric oxide is that crucial compound that signals your blood vessels to relax and dilate, improving circulation throughout your body. What makes watermelon particularly interesting is how efficiently your body processes its citrulline content. Unlike synthetic supplements, the natural citrulline in watermelon is easily absorbed and utilized. Studies have shown that watermelon consumption can increase arginine levels in the blood more effectively than taking arginine supplements directly, which is fascinating from a nutritional science perspective. The research on watermelon and circulation is quite compelling. In one study, participants who consumed watermelon extract showed improved arterial function and lower blood pressure within just 6 weeks. The effects were significant enough that researchers concluded watermelon could be considered a functional food for cardiovascular health, not just a refreshing snack. Beyond circulation benefits, watermelon provides excellent hydration support, which is crucial for maintaining healthy blood flow. Dehydration thickens your blood, making it harder for your heart to pump and reducing circulation efficiency. The high water content in watermelon helps maintain optimal blood viscosity while delivering circulation-supporting nutrients. I've noticed that men who include watermelon in their regular diet often report improved exercise performance and recovery. This makes perfect sense when you consider that better circulation means more efficient oxygen delivery to muscles and faster removal of metabolic waste products. It's like upgrading your body's transportation system. The practical challenge with watermelon is its seasonal availability and storage. During summer months, take advantage of fresh, ripe watermelons. Look for melons that sound hollow when tapped and have a creamy yellow spot where they rested on the ground. These indicators suggest optimal ripeness and nutrient content. For year-round benefits, consider frozen watermelon chunks or pure watermelon juice without added sugars. Freezing doesn't significantly reduce the citrulline content, and frozen watermelon makes excellent smoothie ingredients. Just be sure to choose products without artificial flavors or added sweeteners. Here's a practical tip that maximizes watermelon's benefits. Don't throw away the rind. The white part contains the highest concentration of citrulline. You can juice it, blend it into smoothies, or even pickle it for a unique side dish. Many cultures around the world use watermelon rind as food, recognizing its nutritional value. The timing of watermelon consumption can enhance its effectiveness. Many people find that eating watermelon about an hour before physical activity provides noticeable improvements in endurance and performance. The citrulline has time to be converted to arginine and support nitric oxide production when you need it most. For those watching their sugar intake, watermelon is actually relatively low on the glycemic index despite its sweet taste. The high water and fiber content helps slow sugar absorption, preventing blood sugar spikes. A cup of watermelon contains only about 12 grams of sugar, less than many other fruits. Watermelon pairs beautifully with other circulation-supporting foods. Try a salad with watermelon chunks, spinach, and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. Or blend watermelon with beets for a powerful circulation-supporting smoothie. These combinations provide multiple pathways for supporting blood vessel health. The hydrating properties of watermelon make it particularly beneficial during hot weather or after exercise when circulation demands are higher. The natural electrolytes in watermelon help maintain proper fluid balance, supporting optimal blood flow when your body needs it most. One interesting aspect of watermelon is its impact on recovery from physical activity. The citrulline helps reduce muscle soreness and speeds recovery by improving blood flow to muscles. Many athletes have discovered this benefit and use watermelon as a natural recovery aid. If you're trying to increase your watermelon intake, consider it as a healthy dessert option. A bowl of chilled watermelon chunks can satisfy sweet cravings while providing circulation benefits. It's a guilt-free way to end a meal that actually supports your cardiovascular health rather than compromising it.